80 words per minute, simultaneous interpreting. I love dogs. I would like to tell you a story about my dog whose name was Sandy. Sandy was part boxer and part Doberman. We named her Sandy because her hair was a light tan color, the same color as the sand you see at the beach. I purchased Sandy when she was only 8 weeks old. At that time, I was in the Air Force and located in San Antonio, Texas. I purchased Sandy with the hope that she would help my wife feel more comfortable at home alone while I was involved with the responsibilities of my Air Force job, which often required that I work at night. My wife was not too pleased when I brought Sandy home because she was afraid of dogs. It did not take too long for her to overcome her fears, as Sandy was just a little pup when I acquired her. By the time Sandy had grown and reached a weight of 45 pounds, my wife's fear of dogs had diminished. Sandy grew to become almost a human member of our family. She did not like for us to leave her alone and often rebelled by tearing up anything she could find. I remember one time when my wife baked an 8-layer cake for my birthday. She then hid it in a bushel basket in our spare room. Sandy must have known about the cake because she did not protest as much as usual when we left the house that day for a few minutes. When we returned a short time later, she did not rush into the kitchen to greet us. When I called her, she came into the kitchen with a very guilty look on her face. I was really mad at her for eating my birthday cake, and I guess she felt a little low after the spanking she received. Neither my wife nor I realized how human our dog was until an incident took place one evening while we were relaxing in our living room watching television. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a small mouse run through the dining room. I got up just in time to see it dart into our bedroom closet. I thought that the mouse offered a perfect opportunity to train Sandy to guard us against intruders. My wife, who is deathly afraid of mice, mustered enough courage to come into the bedroom, but sat on the bed at safe distance from the closet. After I closed the bedroom door, I led Sandy to the closet and opened the door. To my surprise, there was no mouse in sight. I signaled to Sandy to go into the closet and search for the mouse, but all she did was sniff. I knew that the main thing was to give Sandy plenty of time to look for the mouse. Just as I began to think that I had lost my chance to test Sandy, the mouse came out from behind a shoe. When Sandy saw the live mouse, she froze in position. I thought to myself that she was getting ready to pounce on the mouse when it came close enough. But what followed was totally unexpected and dashed any future hopes I had for training Sandy. Instead of trying to catch the mouse, Sandy made a running dash, leaped into the air, and came to rest on the bed next to my wife. My dog had shown me that guard duty was not to be her forte. She was all bark and no action.